This one doesn't count down. It just starts. So we're starting.
So we're starting.
Oh, yeah.
So no nervous laughter. Oh my God.
Yeah.
All right. Well, like I'm going, where do I?
Yeah. You
I'm gonna
look
look
there,
at you. I
look
know.
here.
I know. It's so funny.
I know.
Okay. So this has been a long time coming back to podcasting. I feel like it's been a year and it's only been.
We're not even done with the first month.
I know. But like we recorded, what, before Christmas, I think?
Yeah, like a couple of weeks before Christmas.
Right. So it's been a good while.
Yep.
And we've been doing a lot of things besides the holidays, okay? The holidays were there.
Mm-hmm.
We had all that. Hello, Amber. But we've been doing a lot of work ourselves because, you know, there's a lot of work to do.
Yeah, there is.
There's a lot of work to
Yeah.
do. So where do you want to begin with what we've been doing? Why don't we just actually tell people like where we are? Because we look, you know, like we're like really bougie. I mean, you know, we're bougie crystals here behind us. Fiona's not here. We have 2 other canine friends in the house.
So yeah, we're at my house.
Yeah, and I'm being the unicorn right now.
Oh yeah.
But all these crystal friends behind me have got me like supercharged. So I don't know if I'll be extra spicy or not.
That could be fun.
But talk about the setup because, you know, as I look around, people aren't seeing what I'm seeing, but there's, you know, dual cameras and big control center and
Yeah. Fancy setup.
fancy setup.
So pretty much we have 2 cameras, we have lights, we have a switchboard so I can like switch who's talking and who's being focused on. Just better video experience for you guys, the ones that are watching.
Right.
But for us, it just looks,
I don't know. For us, it just looks like there's a bunch of stuff around.
Yeah.
And I'm like thinking like, okay, I could see if this were set up in my house, Fiona would probably take a piece of equipment out. Rolly might do the same. So, you know, but like, okay, but this is one of the things that you have been working on is creating a better podcasting and video experience. So that's one of the things you've been doing in this off time.
Yes.
That we, like, truth be told, like we have not been off.
no. We've been doing work, our individual work,
Yeah.
so that we can have a better experience together, I feel like.
Right.
So that's, I've been focusing on this stuff, the video. This has all been in the works since last year, but we really haven't had a chance to with all the teaching and all the classes and all the other stuff.
Yeah.
So this makes the podcast experience better for both the listeners and for us.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have gotten, well, we both have gotten another year older.
Yes. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
We're recording.
It was our birthday month.
It was our birthday month, and we took full advantage of that. My odometer had a big shift.
I did.
You know, the first number changed. And that brought in some different things, you know, to work with. That brought in a new workshop.
I know. I'm so excited about that.
A new workshop that's coming to a very cool place in Wilmington. And that just kind of blows my mind. That just blows my mind. Because, you know, to say that I was reluctant about it, maybe even, okay, you know, since this is us, maybe even a little offended. Because, you know, the workshop is she me, it's the Crone archetype. And see, Amber's crying over it too. Like, I feel you, Amber, you know. So when Sandra asked me, I was just like, really? Like Crone? I mean, I know that I am one, okay? I just don't necessarily want it to be, you know, something. I was feeling my birthday. I'll just say it that way. I was feeling my birthday, and she asked me before my birthday, and I'm thinking, so that is one of the things I've been working on is identity in a different role. Different identity, feeling my role shifting. And to be honest with you, when I was in Winston-Salem, maybe 5, even 10 years ago, when I was between 50 and 55, I got invited to a Crone circle. And I'm like, excuse me, I am not that. I am not there yet. I might be Crone light, but I am not a Crone. Because certain things haven't happened in the body. And I'm like, yeah, that doesn't align with, the status of a Crone. And so now being asked to be in that, I'm kind of like, well, okay, but now the energy is very different because, and it kind of lines up with the ending of the wood snake because it's letting go of all the things that I don't want to say it this way, but I'm going to say it this way. All the things that I don't want to do anymore, or the things that I don't want to take responsibility for, or I think about you telling me, okay, I just have to put this.
Oh no.
I think about you telling me all last year, and maybe it was even into the year before that. You were like, Beth, you just have to, be softer in how you say things. Beth, you just, there's just, sometimes you're a little direct, sometimes you're a little harsh. Okay, so then I come into this and I come into the Crone, and what does the Crone say? She says, like that.
Put it out there.
She's like, put it out there. Say what you got to say. Say it how you want to say. And I'm like, I have just ran the gauntlet of tamping it down, spoon feeding it lighter. And I'm thinking, in my mind, it was lighter. In other people's minds, it wasn't necessarily lighter. But, it kind of made me laugh. I'm like, really? Release the hounds.
Yeah.
And that is kind of appropriate for now where we're going.
Yeah.
So,
well, that's kind of your medicine. And I don't know what lesson you learned through trying to tamp it down, but maybe it was just the fact that that's not your role.
it was no.
Yeah.
That was the lesson.
My role. Sometimes.
I know.
But yeah.
I was laughing so hard. I was like, really? Like, it was almost like just kind of being almost spellbound, like keeping it contained, and then all of a sudden being like, I can breathe again.
I can
like,
breathe. Yeah.
Exactly. I agree. So things have shown up differently too around Reiki. We knew it was coming.
Yeah, we talked about it in one of our first podcasts.
Yeah.
Well, in our first series, talking about how Reiki was evolving and changing and how it was going to need to be something different for this chapter that we're going into.
Right.
And full body chills happening right now. We both discovered, yeah, it's here. It's ready. It's ready to come through.
It is. And, we had been saying probably since we started teaching together that we really wanted to teach from a perspective that you treat yourself first and then other people. And, I'm kind of maybe throwing out the end other people away.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
and it's not to be stingy. It's not to be, but people have to do their own work. They have to discover their own lessons. And it's exhausting, energetically speaking, if you're taking the responsibility for other people's path, healing, energy, focus, even in a helpful way.
Yeah.
Because, yes, Lily, because it's like almost like, I think of it like taking vitamins. I can't take vitamins for you.
Yeah.
If I take vitamins and I'm taking it for you.
That's detrimental to your health.
Right, because I can't take enough vitamins for the both of us, and it's not gonna
Yeah.
do anything for you if I'm taking them.
Yeah. That's a really good way to put it. I like that.
I don't know where that came from, but it just came in. So
No,
I think it came from Lily. I think that's what that ground was.
Thank you, Lily.
Yeah. So talk about what's showing up for you, because I just kind of like steamrolled through the Crone, and I think that almost even gave me a hot flash, like
Yeah.
holy cow. But
I love that you're embracing it and that you're bringing new energy into it. You and Sandra, this workshop, it just feels, I don't know, it feels aligned in something that needs to come through. And we've talked about it, you know, forever, that you're being called into this area or being called into, I'm going to say this group, this
Right.
age group, this archetype, because it's not represented a lot.
right.
And I want to say like the new age spirituality that's coming up is a lot of younger people. And it's even me. I'm in a different stage of life, and what I need is different than what you need.
Well, and it's funny because one of the questions that came up when we were talking to Alexis from Terra Sol, which is where it's going to be in Wilmington, she's like, we were talking about, you know, we're talking about the Crone from like the archetype trio, like the triple goddess, Maiden, Mother, Crone. And she was like, huh? And like other people are like, huh? Like, what is the Maiden, Mother, Crone? And it's like, it's the archetypal stages of development for women. So it's, if you think about it, it's the indigenous people think of it as the waxing moon, the full moon, and the waning moon. So
Oh, wow.
Maiden is waxing moon. You're gearing up for stuff.
Yeah.
Maiden, right? Mother, you're in full maturity, full expression, right? Crone, you're waning. You're not becoming less. You're showing less. The whole moon is still there in all those phases,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And so you don't have to be a mother to be in the mother stage, because there are a lot of women who, for whatever thing, they're not a mother. Okay, but they are a mother. Yeah. They are in the mature woman stage, the full moon stage, the creative stage, the development stage of doing, right? That's when you're doing all the things for all the people, when you're carrying all the stuff for all the people. And then you get to the waning stage, and it comes gradually, right? It's not like it goes light switch on, today I'm a mother, today I'm a crone.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen like that. So then, you know, gradually you start putting these things down. And that's a hard thing, letting go of stuff, you know, like. So, and there's the aspect that women as they age feel invisible. That's the stage of the Crone.
Yeah.
You know, they're not, well, because you're not the vibrant maiden.
Yeah.
You know, even in the mother role, you still, you know, got something going that people are going, look at, you know. And so a lot of women feel isolated, alone, invisible, all that kind of stuff. And that is not what the Crone is, because, again, in other cultures other than us, it's the stage of the wise woman. It's the stage of becoming the elder, becoming the authority, the powerhouse. So there you go. So that's the short version of, didn't even know we were going there.
No, I love it.
Yeah,
Because I feel like it needs to be talked about more.
I think so.
And I don't understand, but I love having you talk about it and put it into perspective, because, like, if you think of me, when I get to that stage, it's going to it's empowering me now, and I'm not even in that stage.
Honey,
Yeah.
I hate to tell you, you're a little closer than you think.
Yeah. Thanks.
Well, no, not for any reason, but like okay, so because you are in the mother stage, and since you brought it up, I'm going to just, because you're in the mother stage, you're always going to be a mother, right? Like I am still a mother, right?
Yep.
But your responsibility as mother is becoming less. I mean, there is a truck out in your driveway
I know.
that belongs to your eldest
You're gonna
now.
make
And
me
I'm
cry.
like,
Yeah.
well, I like pulled up and I was like,
Yeah.
you know? So your responsibilities, your roles are changing. You know, and so that is the segue from one phase to the other. And
Yeah.
as the astrologer who follows the moon,
I love the moon reference because that now puts it into my mind.
well, think about the moon phase
Yeah.
is what the indigenous people would call the time of menstruation.
Yep.
So you were on your moon time.
Yeah. I like that.
So you follow the phases and there you go. All right, so let's go back to astrology. Let's go to Akashic Records. Let's go to the world of Elaine for a minute, you know, and like all of this behind us. As, you know, listeners only, there is just a powerhouse of things behind my head. And I'm just, you know,
Buzzing.
even some of my trees are back there.
I know. I love them.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot going on over here too. I don't even know where to start.
Pick one.
Pick one.
Pick one.
I've come into more collective work, which
Okay.
again is something that we've talked about. You know,
Please hold. The girls are getting feisty. Amber, come here. Okay. Okay, collective work.
okay, so collective work. I've known for a while, and that's part of my process and healing journey and spiritual journey, that my energy is finite. What I can do is infinite, but what I can physically do with the body that I have is not. So, and this is kind of something that we're going to talk about too, I feel like in the next podcast episode, the releasing and the shedding and connecting more into your own energy. So that's what I've been doing. I've been working on ways that I'm in alignment, but I'm still able to help other people.
We're helping Amber right now under the table. You know, by the time we're done podcasting over here, they're going to be pros at it.
Yeah.
But for right now, we're just getting all keyed up. Leave my stuff alone. Go.
I thought for sure they'd be napping now.
Well, you know. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about what you mean about collective work. What does that look like?
So I did start a Patreon,
Right?
and so it's pretty much doing readings, energy work, activations, Akashic Records readings for a collective. Instead of individual one-on-one readings, it's for the collective of people. But the way I'm doing it is through what I'm working on personally.
Okay.
So I'm bringing in, like if something comes to me that I'm working on, I'll do a reading about it, or I'll do a card pull about it.
So collectively, I think of, for example, like if I'm going to talk astrology, okay, there is the transit of the planets. As the planets move around the sun, it's a transit, they move through the different signs, right?
Right.
And so there is the transit as it relates to the relationship of my natal chart, but then there's the transit
Yeah.
collectively, how what its teaching is for the greater good.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of the work that you're talking about doing.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Does that help a little bit?
thank you. Yeah.
Sure. I speak fluently.
Amber just dumped in the toy store.
She's going to take a nap. She's like, I'm done with you ladies.
Good. Finally. I'm having a really hard time talking about myself right now.
I know.
I don't know.
It's really funny.
It is.
Okay, so I'm going to just keep queuing you up then. Okay. So we can talk a little bit about if this would help you streamline for a minute. There is a big thing happening on is it Monday the 26th?
Yes.
So it's when our friend Neptune
Moves into Aries.
moves into Aries. Yeah. And so why is that a big deal?
So Neptune only moves every 14 years. And Neptune is moving into Aries with Saturn right after it. They're going to be at the 0 degree point of Aries. Yeah, so you're coming out of your Saturn return. But to me, the 0 degrees Aries point is the point of creation. It's the start of the zodiac. It's the start of energy. And Neptune is a planet of unconditional love, illusion, big dreams, oneness. It's also the planet of delusions. And right now it's at 29 degrees Pisces. And it's been in this Pisces point for a while. Pisces is very liminal. It's very wishy-washy. Speaking as a Pisces moon, it's very
Emotional.
very emotional. And it doesn't really have boundaries.
Right.
And it's moving into Aries, which is all about boundaries and autonomy and the self getting chills.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's going to be a big change.
It is. Well, and it's going from water into
Fire. Yeah.
Now, speaking as an Aries. Okay, so to help people with it, because this is a big change, going from Neptune going from mushy-gushy Pisces
Yeah.
into action-oriented Aries. Now, how does that translate when you're talking about an energy of Neptune being the spiritual, the foggy, the uncertain? Because it's not always bad.
No.
It's some of it has to be worked out going into an action oriented. What do you see happening?
I definitely see more individual spirituality. Like we were talking about earlier, like helping the collective and coming back into our own. Oh, I feel like we'll talk about this a lot in the next episode too. But connecting to yourself, to your own spiritual sovereign being, and not so much worried about everybody else's energy and everybody else's stuff.
Yeah. So then what I hear is per our norm, you were ahead of the game.
Yeah.
You were ahead of the game. You were doing these things for yourself, hermiting up. You know, you did a little PSA the other day, and I was like, yes. You know, she's like, y'all, mind business. I was taking care of me. I'm not taking care of you. And I'm like, yes. Not in a bad way, but like...
No, but I feel like, just like I said in my video, a lot of people miss the step of the hermit, the integration.
Right.
They just want to do, and they want to help everybody. They want to learn something, and they want to put it out there immediately.
Okay, well, now, there's a thing in your human design.
Oh, that I am the hermit.
Well, that you are the hermit, like there is that. I have that one too, right? But there's also the fact that you're a generator, right? Where you have to move to completion, to the place where you feel it's completed.
Yes.
Okay? If you miss that step, it's no bueno.
No.
Okay? Manifesting generator over here goes, well, I can put that out there and give it a try, and then I can pull it back and tweak it. Okay? Doesn't always work out.
Yeah.
Okay, but like, I mean, but that's my type. It says, you know, let's give it a whirl. Let's give it a whirl. Let's just see what happens.
Yeah.
However, the hermit aspect for me, it's a fine line. And that's the difference between the extrovert and the introvert, right?
Yeah.
Because some of it for me is I have to be out there processing what's going on the inside. It might be a conversation with a friend. It might just be being out in places. Okay, and this energy is just driving you to your outer limits right now.
I'm not that bad, but I'm used to it. Hey, you could not do it while we're recording, though. That would be super cool.
It's nap time, girls.
I thought for sure they've now. This is usually they now.
Okay. Well, here we go.
Yeah.
All right, so from this shifting energy and the idea that Neptune's moving into a place. Can you drop that one more time? I think you just need to cut a whole bunch of these things and just put it out there. I think this just
Behind the scenes.
Yeah. I think this would be awesome.
You guys are testing.
Yeah. Train of thought. Okay, so back to your collective offering. So you have the Patreon. You're creating content that can be used for the collective. Now, are you still doing the one-on-ones and things like that?
I am, but in a limited capacity now.
Okay.
So before I had a couple days a week that I would do one-on-one work. Now I'm just down to one day.
Wow.
Yeah, but that's so much better for my energy. And I realized that, I have things that align with my soul and what I need to do.
Yeah.
And I can't worry about everybody else all the time. I know. Gosh. Big realization.
Okay, can I give you a spoiler alert? That's kind of Crone light.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I can see it now after talking. I'm like, okay, this is the path we're on.
We do not go from one to the other so quickly.
Yeah.
But allowing these things to come to light is what allows you to say, okay, I can do this.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So on the Patreon, I'm putting it out there, and it's your responsibility if you want to do it or not. If you want to do the activations, if you want to do the meditations.
Okay. I like that.
And I feel like that's kind of where our class style is headed this year too.
Yeah. We got a little bit of bumps in the road there when we pulled things off the calendar, or actually not pulled things off the calendar, just didn't put things on the calendar.
Yeah.
Like we said, hey, we're taking the holiday time off.
And now it's almost February.
And we're like,
But our birthdays are holidays.
Yes, they are.
So,
Well, yeah. Well, okay, so here was the thing that was interesting for me. And I had a couple of friends feel almost offended by me saying this, but I was just being honest. My birthday was a big deal to me, and it really wasn't a big deal to anybody else. And that's kind of part of the Crone thing, which makes you feel invisible. This was a big birthday, and it was kind of like, meh. Just meh.
yeah.
And I'm like, there was a little bit of ouch there. And then I'm like, you've got to do what you want to do for your birthday and realize what you want. And so that's when I said, well, okay. So I just kept focusing on my self-development and what was working for me, and even saying no in some cases of things that,
Yeah.
So that was a growth moment. That's still not happening, Amber. Not even you being cute. Aw, yes, aw. I love you too. Yes, I do. I do love you. Thank you. Okay.
A lot of editing on this.
I know. I just want to make sure you're comfortable doing all the things that
Yes.
you need to do.
Thank you.
Yeah, because you got to get back into practice of it,
do,
right?
yeah. Yeah.
And yeah. Okay, where do we want to go from here? Do we have enough in this episode
I think so.
to warm us up?
Yes.
And I feel like sitting at this table, I'm looking at my camera going, today in the news,
Yes. Hey, stop.
Okay, on the girls' note,
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
gonna put a pause here, right?
Yes. All right. Until next time.
Until next time. It was a rough end, but there you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.